looks good, but it's a little EA. Really? Oh yeah, I need 10 spirituality for these. Oh, because I took off the helmet. Okay. Do that one for now. It's really undercooked. Oh, no kidding. Oh, the demo's great. Some creators have early access already. Goes into EA this week. Okay. You know what? We could try Riftbreaker. I've never sat down and tried Riftbreaker. We absolutely can give that a try. Do you guys want to try Riftbreaker? Check out Defect. Could be doing that. We'll see. We'll see. Mr. Choka said, who said the game is undercooked? A few people in chat said it could use some more cook time. Yeah. There's no leg. We want to talk to you.
Well met, traveler.
I helped Fusca and Ulf. Ulf entered the stone sleep.
The girl must not have been happy about it, huh? But there was no other way. Olaf had been longing for the stone sleep for years, afraid it might never come for him. When his skin began to harden, he was overjoyed. Fusca will understand in time. I'll send someone to check on her, just to make sure she doesn't do anything unworthy of her Dalrita blood. You know, outsider, now that I think of it, our brotherhood has a problem that might suit someone of your questionable talents. If you complete it, I'll be impressed. None of our own brothers have managed it yet.
What's the task?
Go to the heart of the mountain. Not far from here, beneath a heap of stone lies the entrance to a very important place. Buried. Thanks to Tryggvi. Once he began taking the giant's power for himself, he decided the Stone Warden Brotherhood no longer suited his vision for the Dalrita. So he brought the whole thing down, sealed off the heart of our work, the place where the Brotherhood once fulfilled its true purpose. We've tried to clear it. We failed. I suspect magic was involved. Even the Thoid, those few who don't share our mutual dislike, would have no help. Here, this is the song we used to sing to get inside. It should work. I don't know why it doesn't work for us anymore. Maybe you'll find the right tones to move the blasted pile of stones.
If I open the passage, will it make me one of you?
Hardly, I'll admit. If you manage to succeed, you'll have proven yourself more capable than many of our kin, but you still won't be Dalrita. And I have no power to change that. The other brothers would never agree to break tradition. The Stone Warden Brotherhood is a brotherhood of the Dalrita. That's the end of it. I'm sorry.
If I find a father who will still show me the path, can I become a Dalrita?
I won't stand in your way, but don't count on it. Not once in my lifetime has an outsider become Dalrita.
What waits behind the collapsed gate?
The Forgeborn, no doubt. And likely a pack of ice abominations. Something must have quelled the Forgeborn's flame.
Anything I should know about this Forgeborn?
The Forgeborn fed our forge, and its flame never died. That's all I can say until the matter is resolved. If you fail, the secret of the Forgeborn stays with us.
Wait. What?
At Oblivion of Tarthus, can you make sure Cohh sees this? Been a lurker for a long time and just subbed with Prime. Beat this game a few times and without spoilers, just wanted to say, you definitely want to find the third dual knight in a cave in Forlorn Swords and then sit in a chair on the edge of a cliff. You don't want to miss that one. Trust me.
The third dual knight in a cave in Forlorn Swords and then sit on a chair. Okay, open the sealed door for you.
Then by all means, try. If you fail, you won't be the first. And don't forget to rid the place of whatever it was that smothered the Forgeborn.
Okay, let's go do this. So I'm assuming this is up in a place we haven't been to yet, which there are a few parts on this map. We still have an area down here we haven't been to because we have to get a quest to like go through here or activate whatever's down there. Oh, just the Twitch one's fine, Suzu. Yeah, thank you. You can put it on YouTube as unlisted, and then we can just list it there. Yeah, that's fine. If it's too big for a Twitch highlight. Oh God. Okay. Did I talk about Ash's creation? I did. We're actually, that's what I was just talking about. They're gonna put it up as an unlisted YouTube video, and then we'll link it here for those that are interested in my thoughts on it. TLDR situation sucks, and we're gonna get a lot of info about it over the next little bit, most likely. The Stone Warden's Hearth. Is there a drop frames today? I think so. Yeah, I think as long as Rami was in, I could do it. How interesting would it be to get Steven Sharif on DF to talk about his whole thing? Absolutely not. No. I think the only person Steven should be talking to at this point is lawyers, not doing interviews. Absolutely not. God, if I heard that he was going around doing interviews at this point, that would be one of the biggest possible red flags you could have. Like, that would... No, man. No. This is... Yeah. Not a good situation. Where would I go to see who won the huge away? Oh, you can just type it in chat. We have a command for it here that's always updated. Thanks to the incredible mod team. Their TOS protects them from lawsuits. Well, the thing is that they made some really big claims when the game first came out. They had in one of their first Kickstarter things, Steven made a big point to mention that he wasn't beholden to publishers or other people, and they also made a claim that all Kickstarter funds would be refunded if the project wasn't released. Not a lot of Kickstarters say that, because game dev is hard. You never know what's going to happen. But theirs did. So theirs literally set a line in it saying that if the game isn't released, then so now it's like, are they going to try to count the early access on Steam as a release when they said they weren't? So it's just, again, this is not a situation where he should ever be talking in public at this point. It's a horrible situation. Horrible situation. What in the hell? Is that a four dweller? What am I looking at? I only see two arms. But it's surrounded by ice cubes, which is interesting. I wonder if that's just been keeping it cool the whole time. Oh yeah, look at that. Did he just light up? What is he? It's like some kind of fire golem or something? Looks badass whenever it is. Sentinel says, I mean, releasing it on Steam just to shut it down 2 months later sounds fraudulent. Yes. Oh, we need a pickaxe. I agree with you. That's one of the reasons I was saying what I was saying. Like, don't get me wrong. I do not think the whole thing was a scam. I think they tried. I think there was a period of time when they were trying their damnedest to make Ashes of Creation. But it's very clear that somewhere along the way, something changed. Like the fact that we're learning that he transferred ownership from himself to a board and doesn't seemingly look like he was public about that. Like, that's obfuscation, man. That's purposeful obfuscation. And then to blame that board when the project failed later is like, and then the 2 months on Steam thing. There's so many things in recent history, last half year especially, that are just like, you may have known exactly what was going on when you made these decisions, and it's a really bad look. But this is what, again, I'm trying to make sure. We need to hear all the details, and I'm sure they're going to come out. There were a lot of people on this project, so we need to get all the info before we start making too many big guesses and such. All we can go off is what we've actually seen. Can I get over there? Maybe there's another way around. Oh, that's probably what we get to with this mining thing. Is there a mining pick in here somewhere? I need to loot a mining pick, chat. Sad there's not one sitting by that door. There's a bunch of tools in here. There's got to be a mining pick. Look at all these tools. Can I make a mining pick? That'd be kind of cool. Yo, look at that helmet. Nice helmet. This game is actually going to make me get my ass back in here with a mining pick. Wait. Bro, you have every tool in here but a mining pick. I should be able to build a mining pick out of the tools in this place. Oh my god. Okay. No. A shovel. A wood cutting axe. Oh, come on. Literally every tool but the one I need. Okay. Rude. Cohh, would you actually recommend this game given the difficulty seems to get trivial midway through? Absolutely, yes. And the reason I would is because this game, don't get me wrong, the difficulty stuff kind of bothers me too. I really wish the game gets a more harder difficulty, better balancing, that kind of stuff. No question. But for games like this, that's not the only reason I'm playing them is the combat. And even with Act 3 being as different as it is, it's still been such an immersively awesome story experience. It's a fantastic RPG. So yeah, I absolutely think the damage scaling needs some help. There's a few skills that need to be adjusted because they become too powerful too quickly. I think the entire tree honestly needs a go over. They need to go over the tree, and they need to balance the tree better, especially when it comes to crit. But you know, it's not, for me, it's not a deal breaker. But that is one of the reasons, for instance, that the game was farther down my top 10 list than I would have liked to put it. Especially considering these games are like my jam. Like if the combat was actually good all the way through, this would have been a very special, amazing game. But it's not, and it's still a damn good game. Yep. And to be clear, I get messages frequently, and have been getting them since we've been streaming this, from people asking me how my character is so strong. So many of us in chat get our characters super strong. Many of us can see the trends, and we have a lot of experience in RPGs, and we can kind of make that super beefy character. Not everyone is having the same experience as us. Some people on the hardest difficulty are having some serious problems when they get to like Act 2 and Act 3. So yeah, I mean, it's possible to not have super strong builds in this game. And if you want a harder experience, you could do like more of a challenge run kind of thing. So like you can certainly do that if you want to. In fact, as you guys noticed, as many of you noticed, I stopped using my breastplate that gave me so much extra damage because I was literally one-shotting everything. It's a broken chest plate. So I took it off because I didn't want to one-shot every single thing. I'm still doing super high damage, but you know, I could be doing a lot more. So yeah, it's that kind of situation as well.
Well met, traveler.
The doors are open. The Forgeborn is safe.
So we felt. I truly didn't believe you'd manage it. But from the beginning, I sensed something in you. Something different, perhaps. Not entirely natural. In any case, remarkable work. Accept this gift in thanks for what you've done.
You promised to tell me what the Forgeborn is.
Ah, yes. I did, didn't I? A word given is a word bound. The Forgeborn is one of the Brotherhood's greatest achievements.
Oh, it's a person, isn't it?
Of its darkest
it's
sins.
A person!
Generations ago, a master named Orhan grew convinced The other brothers sought to steal his smithing secrets. In the frenzy of paranoia, he sang a guardian into being, then another, each more volatile than the last, until his creation slipped beyond his control.
He went mad?
He did. Though they say he showed no signs until it was far too late. Our Forgeborn is one of his final works, and one of the most powerful. It's a miracle we managed to claim it, to bend its fire to our service without letting it slip into blood rage. Now you understand why its existence must remain secret. Were the offer to learn what fuels our forge, it would be the end of the Brotherhood, with or without Thrigva to lead the charge.
Damn. Cohh, you hear that Highguard added 5v5? I did, and good for them for like making changes as fast as possible. That's awesome. It's for me personally, I think I want to go back when they add like some other game modes. I think the raid game mode is cool, but with that environment, I feel like I would rather play something else. I'd rather have a more simplistic like CTF. Just my opinion. That's what would get my basic ass back into it. Now, I've been public about that, and I have to say that there are two distinct different camps about CTF, about my opinion on adding a CTF mode. The first camp is, Cohh, what are you doing? Highguard sucks. This game is terrible. You should stop talking about it. That's the first camp. And the second camp is, wow, look at this noob. This is that guy that only plays single-player RPGs. Why don't you just learn Raid and stop trying to get the devs to change the game? And don't get me wrong, I get those two sides. I get it. But I think that one side just kind of loves to hate, and they love cheering on things failing. That's just a part of the internet these days. Some people need that to feel better about themselves. That's natural. It happens. Not knocking it. And the other people, the people that are like diehard arguing, like, no, the game is fine. Raid is okay. You don't need to have the devs change anything. I don't think they paid attention when the game released. Because you see, I'm not suggesting a basic CTF mode necessarily because I think the raid mode is bad. What I'm suggesting the CTF mode is for the literal 70+% of people that played Highguard for free and bounced off the raid mode going, not really for me. Now, the game dev in me goes, cool, I'd love to see Highguard succeed, so how about they put in a simpler game mode so more people will play their game? But apparently, that is a terrible position to take. I'm sitting here like everyone who was just shouting me down about the CTF game mode. I'm like, it's cool if you don't want to play the CTF game mode. It's cool if you like the raid mode more. But like, if you want the game to succeed, it would help it succeed. And then your raid mode could get more development too. And then we'd kind of all win. Then people that want to play CTF could play CTF. The people that want raid mode would get more players, because let's be real, there's not a lot of players right now. How many people are playing Highguard right now? I'm kind of curious. How many players in Highguard right now? How many players are in the new free-to-play game Highguard? Right now, 10,000 players. Which is not bad. But it's not great for a new single-player game. A new free-to-play game. Those aren't great numbers for a weekend new free-to-play game. So my argument would be, I would love to see Highguard succeed. It is not going to do it with raid mode alone, from the looks of it. And that's where me suggesting CTF came from. Like, I would play Highguard if it had CTF mode. And I think a lot of people feel that way too, where they were like, I kind of had fun in this game, but it's a little too convoluted. It was a little too like phasey. You know, I'd rather just kind of log in, jump on my mount, run around and shoot people and have fun and have a great time doing it. I feel like it could be that game for a lot of people. So, but yeah, you know, it's an interesting situation. I've been public trying to be like, let's try to maybe make the game better and make it succeed. And even the fans of the game shout that down. Like, even the people that like the game are like, no, don't put another game mode in. No, leave it how it is. It's like, if you like the game, why are you talking like that? Do you not like the game? But you're arguing that you like the game. I'm so confused. But yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate. Yeah, Highguard is not in a good place. It's not in a good place. I feel for them, and I hope they can keep working on it and make it something cool. But it's going to be tough, man. I can tell you right now, no one in that project for the money is looking at these numbers and feeling good. So that brings up the next question, of course. Where's the money coming from? You know, like, I don't know the funding of their studio. So is it funded by people that are passionate, or is it funded by people that want to make money? Because if it's the latter, then this game's not going to be around for much longer. That sucks. So we'll see. We'll see. At least it's not as bad as Ashes of Creation. Yeah, the last week's been pretty rough, hasn't it? Yeah. At least it's not as bad as Concord. That's true. Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It depends. It depends on what happens. We'll see. So, do you have anything else for me?
Maybe. But first, we talk. And I expect you to speak plainly. Lie to me, and you can forget I ever saw you as anything close to an equal.
Okay.
Let alone someone honorable enough to join the Stone Warden Brotherhood without Dalrita blood. You understand? Good. I heard what you did in Connacht with their Minhir, fading fast until you passed by. That wasn't a coincidence. And I'll admit, the last task, the collapsed entrance and the Forgeborn, that was a test. I needed proof for a theory of mine. Now tell me, you're not alone, are you? You carry a power only the Four Dwellers ever had.
Yes. It's true, but the reason is mine to keep.
No need to explain. I already have my suspicions. There's more to you. Or someone inside you. Someone important. Someone with the power to bend Avalon's fate. If I were you, I'd keep that particular companion well hidden among the Dalrita. We have our own legends about King Arthur. Like it or not, we owe him for bringing us to Avalon and granting us these lands.
With all of this, how does Cohh feel about Marathon? Funny enough, I think Marathon is currently in the best place it could be. And the reason being is because the Arc Raiders momentum is still going, but it's thinning. People are looking for the next thing from Arc Raiders. They've gotten their 100, 200 hours in it by now, and they're looking for something else. Highguard, which could have been a competitor, is clearly not taking off. So that's another one they don't have to deal with. Basically, the fact that Marathon delayed and is going to be... Tarkov 1.0 didn't really explode how they were wanting it to. So the fact that Marathon is coming out when it is, and it's going to be the next thing, I think is... And the fact that it has a core Bungie community already, I think that regardless of how people think of Marathon, it might have enough public penetration to where it's going to be successful. It also, to put it bluntly, I dislike the art style. I'm not a big fan of the sound design, but it's very popular right now. To put it bluntly, Marathon looks like a mobile game. It's got bright, flashy colors. It's very attractive. You know, you take out your little pad and it shows a little emoji before it's very Watch Dogs 2. And I think that that's a very popular design. It's not popular for me. I don't like it. But I think that it's a popular design. So I think that is also going for it. It's weird, man. It's weird. I think that if it would have released when it was supposed to, that we wouldn't even be talking about it. But I think that because they delayed it, they may put enough time between them and the art fiasco to where people aren't focused, the general population aren't focused on that. their complete fiasco of the live streams they did after that. People are slowly forgetting about those. Arc Raiders hype is wearing off. There's not another big product to compete with. Tarkov didn't really take off. And all of these are little things that kind of add up to a potential marathon success. So that's kind of where I am right now. Yeah, Namor says, Marathon's art style is very original. It's the only thing unique it's got going for it. I mean, I would okay. We can, okay. Marathon's not the first game to do that. It's an art direction. Also keep in mind, a lot of the aesthetic, it didn't turn out is okay. Anyway, point is, and this is, I'm saying this like, again, regardless of your thoughts on the art style, it is clearly an aesthetic that there is a large population that likes it. And it is a relatively unique style. So just keep that in mind, regardless of what we all think. That's just the situation. So that's kind of where I am with Marathon. I think that it's going to, I think there's a world where it could be a success. The next question is, am I going to play it? I'm going to play it to see if the gameplay is good, but the game has lost me from the art style, most of the lore, and the sound design. I'm just not a fan of that stuff. So I think I'm going to bounce off it pretty quick. Just publicly saying I'm probably going to bet, because again, I feel like it's made for a younger audience than me. I feel like it's, you're looking kind of like at a pachinko machine when you're playing it. And that's by design. So, at a 40-year-old man, I don't need big flashy colors and solid gradients and emotes. And, I don't need Watch Dogs 2. I didn't like Watch Dogs 2. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. So, but that's personal preference. That's not saying the game's bad. That's just me not liking an art style. So, and we all have to keep that in mind when we're judging if a game is going to do well or not. It's very subjective. Yeah. So we'll see though. I'm interested to see if the gameplay is really good. I'm hearing good things about the gameplay. So I don't think it'll be enough for me, but you know what? We're going to see. What do the legends say?
That our king will return.
Yep, we'll see.
Awaken our giants and command the weirdness to serve him. And watching how you handle places thick with the cursed mist, I'd wager the king's return is near. But the truth is, you're handling the weirdness faster and better than anyone I've ever seen. And there's got to be a reason for that. So if I'm right, and I may very well be, then I have a task truly fit for King Arthur himself. And that's no figure of speech. It's in a place only a returning king.
Oh, dude, are you going to get me by that bridge? Where?
It's about our lost tribe. Not
Oh,
Gunvalor,
dude, the Ogorata.
who was slaughtered to the last.
We read about these guys in the tomb.
But Ogorata, who truly vanished. Many of our stone warding kin were among them, including our former commander, Hovar. Honor the mans we find them and lay them to rest properly.
Also, real quick, I do want to point out, by the way, our community on Twitch, and Twitch has been telling me this for years, our community on Twitch is a bit of a microcosm of uniqueness. The average age in this channel is significantly higher than almost every other channel on this platform by double digits. So keep in mind, when you see like a lot of people in this chat, like talking about certain things, we are a different demographic. So just keep that in mind. So when I say like, man, this art style is for younger people, and you see like the channel erupt with like, oh yeah, that's true. If I said that, if any other streamer were to say that in their channel, the channel would erupt with people saying how much they love the art style. So just keep, we got to keep that in mind whenever we're talking about this stuff. This chat does not represent the general gaming community. It's the best way to say it. So just keep that in mind. What's so complicated about it?
The trouble is, not a single body has ever been found. Despite all our searching, the finest fine hunters overturned every stone and came back with nothing.
Damn.
The trail leads to the gate of the Ford dwellers in an abandoned village. We sang to the stones, trying to open it.
Okay, this quest sounds
But
awesome.
the gate wouldn't budge. Once it glowed blue, but that was all. That tells me something far more powerful than any Dalrita blacksmith or miner is guarding it from within.
That's one of the reasons this is one of the best communities on the internet. Dude, I have to say, one of the reasons this channel exists is because there was nothing like this channel when I started streaming. There was no like guild chat for older gamers. So like I'm thrilled that you guys kept showing up over these last 12 years, because there are not a lot of places like this that exist on the internet. So it's pretty nice. What could be lurking behind the gate?
I don't know, but I expect you'll find the Ogirata there. One way or another. Mother only knows what might have happened behind this weirdness gate for it to be so fortified. With power that strong, complete this task and you'll be worthy of joining the Stone Warden Brotherhood.
Okay.
If you achieve this miracle, believe me, whether or not you're Dalrita will no longer matter. Ask your inner friend for help if you're scared. May Mother's strength guide your hand in battle.
Okay, I really hope he's going to take us to that bridge that I've been wanting to open. Oh, increase max health by 25%. Jeez. That's a big one. Mm-hmm. Why am I so fast? I have movement speed gear on. Yeah. And some perks as well. I do like my move speeds. Ow. Yeah, good. Okay, great. Shaylin, dude, I mean, somebody was just talking about that in chat.
At CohhCarnage, has it occurred to you that a lot of chatters that followed you from the start might have had kids and brought them into the community since then?
Which is kind of awesome. Absolutely. Pretty freaking cool. I mean, hell, I did. That's what I did. All of the cobwebs. Can I get down there from here? Yeah, here we go. Dude. So this we heard about this village, or this tribe, when we were visiting this giant it's this guy. What are you doing here?
Oh, so there are people here. For you. I was starting to worry I'd gotten lost.
Twitter Gamer, thanks.
This is quite a peculiar place to live, isn't it? Very empty. Very still.
Cohh, are you going to be covering Marathon, knowing how the team stole art assets from artists and only admitted it when they were caught and forced to remove them? So I have decided and been public about the fact that I will not accept any sponsored stuff for Marathon. I'm going to be looking at it on my own, and mainly for that reason. Like there's a lot going on these days. It's a gray area, but direct theft is not one of them. So I've just decided I don't want to get financially involved with that. Yeah. So I'm planning on checking it out. I'm planning on trying it. But as of now, we're gonna keep that separate. Yeah, and it's still like, that's what I was talking about earlier, where I think the delay may have given enough time between it. There's gonna be some people who are never gonna forgive Bungie for that, and I think that's fine. I think that's totally understandable. I think it's always gonna be trouble for me too. So, and the part that's even more troubling about it is the artwork that was stolen. Like, it doesn't just fit the Marathon aesthetic. It is the Marathon aesthetic. And that leads you, that makes the really uncomfortable next question. You're only admitting to theft because you were caught. So how much did you really take? And I hate the fact that we have to wonder that. I hate the fact that we have to consider the entire aesthetic was stolen. All of it. So that sucks. I mean, that sucks, dude. That really sucks. And we also have to factor in the fact that maybe it was one rogue artist. And I don't know the detail on this, Like, maybe more has come out since this, but we have to factor in that maybe it was 1 or 2 people, and all the rest of the team was just thinking they were doing great, and it turned out they were just using AI and stealing and doing all sorts of terrible things just to make their paycheck. And in which case, the whole project just got sunk because of a couple bad actors. Now, I will say, it was a little weird that a lot of people on the team followed the artist on Twitter. That does make what I just said a lot harder to swallow, because you would think that if the team was following the person, that one of them would have noticed that the other was stealing from them. So that is, again, an important consideration. But we also, like, again, this stuff is, it's easy to jump on the sensational news in these situations, and it's really important to make sure that we're mad for the right reasons. Yeah. So, but everything I'm saying is echoing what chat said. Like, it's a terrible look, and I don't think we'll ever know just how much of that art style is inspired by other people. We'll have to see, but yeah. It's not good. It's not good. What are you doing here?
Oh, me? I was supposed to meet a friend here. Not you. Although, I am very glad to see you. I met my other dear friend, Win. She made me a promise I'd visit her someday, and, well, here I am. It's just, I couldn't exactly send word ahead. And it looks like she might be.
Oh, was she one of the?
Out?
Was she one of the people that? Oh. Okay. Tell me more about your friend.
Gladly. Win's a merchant, just like me. She even promised to share some tips. Said our whole tribe's known for being excellent traders. Maybe that's what's happened. They've all gone off to trade somewhere. I've heard that merchants travel in flocks sometimes. I only hope she's keeping herself safe this time.
You're not wrong.
When I first met her, I actually saved her from a terrible fate.
Hey, kiddo. Everything okay?
But it's a metal, but it's
No.
2 lowers on.
What are you gonna give me for it? How about this? Yes, I'll trade it to you, and you can use it now, but we're gonna have to, like, value trade it later. Well,
I'm